There used to be a simple rhythm to street food. You'd walk up, smell the spices hitting the hot oil, and watch a vendor flip a golden flatbread right over an open fire. For centuries, this was a straightforward transaction based on local needs. You paid a few rupees for practical, reliable nourishment that had been perfected over generations to suit the neighborhood's specific tastes. That tradition is now colliding with a digital landscape that prioritizes the camera lens over the customer. We are seeing a shift toward recipes modified specifically to generate shock value on a social media feed. This shift has produced a menu of viral abominations like Fanta omelettes, Barbie-themed Maggi noodles, and syrupy Gulab Jamun pizzas. Algorithms drive this change because platforms like TikTok and YouTube measure engagement rather than flavor. They reward vendors for visual outrage and high-retention stunts rather than culinary skill. Many vendors are no longer cooking to feed a local community. To survive the attention economy, they have adopted the viral vendor playbook, treating the street corner as a stage for the algorithm. Step 1 of the playbook requires weaponizing ingredients. The strategy is simple. Force sweet and savory components into bizarre, incompatible combinations to trigger a viewer's disgust response. A massive pot of traditional biryani, usually a masterpiece of layered meat and rice, is desecrated when a vendor pours in a packet of crumbled Parle-G biscuits. The Kata Mita pizza follows the same logic, combining a savory crust and spicy chilies with the cloying syrup of Gulab Jamun. This chart illustrates the algorithmic inversion curve. As culinary logic declines, engagement metrics spike. Quality is secondary to generating comments. The peak of the curve is reserved for visually repulsive combinations, like tea made with energy drinks and boiled banana. If a recipe looks like a chaotic mess of pantry scraps, it effectively guarantees the metrics needed for a viral hit. Step 2 of the playbook replaces culinary technique with aggressive, unhinged physical performances designed for a smartphone screen. You've likely seen the fast and furious vendors who hurl handfuls of spices around their carts. This isn't about seasoning, it's about creating enough visual motion to stop someone from scrolling. While the camera focuses on the flying spices, it often ignores the baseline standard of hygiene at the stall. These high-energy videos often inadvertently document severe sanitation hazards, flies swarming uncovered sugar, or rats in the cooking area as vendors perform for the lens. There is also a deep irony in marketing healthy momos while frying them in thick, pitch-black 50-year-old oil that looks more like industrial waste than a cooking ingredient. The aggressive kitchen acrobatics serve as a distraction. They ensure the viewer is looking at the performance rather than the fundamentally unsanitary reality of the food. The final component of the playbook is the food vlogger, who serves as the primary hype man for these creations. These vloggers rely on a highly performative style, offering exaggerated, rapturous reactions to dishes that are objectively inedible slop. They often direct the vendors to use excessive props, like melting massive blocks of Habshi butter, purely to create a thumbnail that looks loaded or extreme. This creates a cycle. Bizarre stunt food provides the visuals, fake hype provides the narrative, and viral ad revenue provides the incentive for even more extreme behavior. Integrity is truly rare in this space. Some of these vloggers would likely eat a donkey's rear end on camera if they thought it would secure 2 million views. These content creators hold the camera and the cash, providing the financial incentive for vendors to keep this circus running. The result of this shift is felt in the streets. In these crowded markets, intense competition for attention means that authentic, quality vendors are being crowded out by internet stuntmen. The street food cart now functions as a low-budget movie set, where the presence of a camera is just as essential as the stove. But we have to recognize the illusion. When a vlogger takes a bite of bubblegum biryani and smiles, they are usually spitting it out the moment the recording stops. The best way to end the circus is to stop watching it. We should intentionally support the vendors who prioritize flavor over TikTok fame, the ones who still care about the quality of a simple samosa. Log off, find a quiet stall, and enjoy a traditional cup of tea. It's better to have a simple meal in peace than a viral one risking your health.